Thank you so much. I'm very happy and excited to be at OLLI for the first time. And I'm absolutely inspired by all these other courses I've been hearing about. I'd like to take them all. So, buongiorno. I'm guessing that there are some here who have traveled to Italy. Oh! I'm guessing that there are some here who are thinking about doing it again or for the first time. Well, you know, I've spent around 14 years of my life in Italy, living in different regions. It was part of, you know, the hard work I had to do as a professor of Italian literature. And I've come to realize that Edward T. Hall, the great cultural anthropologist, is absolutely right when he says that you can live your whole life in another culture without really understanding it, but you will come to understand your own. So that, for me, is the deepest value of living in another culture. Now, when we travel to another culture, we really only scratch the surface of what it would be like to live there. So this course aims at filling in a gap that I find exists in information that people have available to them before they start a trip to Italy. And that is that when most people go to Italy, you'll know something about Italian food. That's easy, especially around here. You'll know something about Italian art. Perhaps you'll know a little less about Italian history, and perhaps not much about Italian literature. Yet Italians, educated Italians, hold their literature very, very close to their hearts. I remember, for example, when Mao Zedong died, I happened to be at the home of a poet in the Veneto about whom I had written a book. And that day, he received invitations from every national newspaper to write about Mao Zedong. Why? Well, Mao Zedong had been a poet. I hope that that anecdote gives you a sense of the value of literature to educated Italians. It has no counterpart in our culture. It's truly foreign to us. So I thought it would be fun to do a course of 6 meetings, and I'll describe these to you very rapidly because I have 1 minute left. 6 meetings where for each meeting we'll talk about, it's a lecture course, I will talk about one city and that city's masterwork. So when you go to that city, you will know what every educated person in that city holds dear as part of their cultural heritage. And I've managed it so that we will travel from the Middle Ages to the present. So you'll get history, maybe even a little bit about food, a lot about regionalism, and the great joy of these incredible works that we'll be reading. A reader will be available soon, but in the meantime, if you want to start reading the Divine Comedy, go for it. Thank you.
Thank you.